Hope's Home is the first medical daycare, not only in Regina, PA, Saskatoon now, not only in Saskatchewan, but it's the first in Canada. In 2004, I was working in neonatal intensive care and pediatric intensive care here in Regina, and we noticed a gap in services for children with complex medical needs. Hope was a foster child who lived her whole life, which was only 10 months, in the hospital. To be able to take care of her meant more than just being her mom. This little girl had a tracheotomy, she had oxygen, she was on a ventilator at night, she was tube fed. She had a lot of physical needs, but she was this beautiful little girl who just needed parents and a loving family to take care of her. I think my eyes were open then that holy cow, there's all these families we have sent home from the hospital and parents that are really struggling because they're not able to go back to work because this little girl needed a nurse. I needed to sleep at night, I wanted to go to work, and there was no support for us to do that. When she was finally getting everything approved for us to take her home, she passed away a day later. And I was angry and upset, but really this little girl that only lived, 10 months, created what's called Hope's Home today.
We get to share bonds and smiles and new milestones in their life that they're creating, and so every day is a new joy and something new to really be excited about. We're like one big family.
Hope's Home started right out from the beginning with the value of family. How do we keep families together? It is not right that a child with medical needs has to go to a separate daycare or to a medical facility for care. They should be able to come with their brothers and sisters to daycare, so Hope's Home created with a model of integration.
It's important for their development, it's important for them to build those friendships. It's important for our typical children to understand their medical friends.
Gracie, what are we doing?
Whether it's tube feeds or medications, it's just part of the daily routine. It's not like, okay, this is a medical procedure, let's go to the nurse's room, and that happens there. No, it's like we come into your world and we make sure you continue to be a child and all those needs are met.
Show Marion how your pink glove feels.
Hope's Home offers really three main services. We offer the daycare, but we also offer supportive living, and we also offer respite. So respite is really our preventive model of care, and that means that a family who's raising their child can actually get a break. Sure, they can go to daycare, but what about that weekend off? What about that date night? Supportive living is a home set up with Hope's Home and the Ministry of Social Services to care for children with complex medical needs that do not have parents. There's a huge demand. There are no daycares that take kids that have tracheotomies or seizure or have a life-threatening illness. And we are a model that is only here in our province. And so we have a vision for our province and for our country.
Abby has pyruvate dehydrogenase deficiency. It's a metabolic disorder. Basically, her body doesn't metabolize food into energy like most people's. Hope's Home has given our family a relief, a breath of fresh air. It's helped us to become more of a family unit and not so focused on Abby or her condition or her needs.
Hope's Home allows families to live. It really does. It allows them to be families. It allows them to enjoy their life. It allows them to be, just to be a family, and whatever that family looks like. When you walk in, sometimes you can see diversity, or you can see that child, oh, do they have something medical? And then other kids, it's very obvious because they have tubes and oxygen and wheelchairs and equipment and hooked up to stuff. But I think when you're at Hope's Home, all that stuff disappears, and all you see is a bunch of children having a lot of fun and playing and engaging and being kids and growing and developing and being everything that they were created to be.